Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on Saturday, July 13th. Here is a commentary just from the favorite alien and Bubba, no Mr. Harvey today. Um, and it's a continuation of the commentary I had before on the blame for Senator Acosta. And here's an answer to one of my favorite listeners. She has a big heart, but unfortunately is a Democrat. Oh boy. Well, what can we do about that? Anyway, here is my answer to her and tell her that why she's wrong and why she attacked me because she thinks that I was wrong, that the Republicans did it. No, it was both, and I'll tell her why. Uh, the Senate, when it was created in 1789, and I hope you're listening there, you duck, did not have Democrats and Republicans. And the leader of the Senate was not even around. There's no office for a leader of the Senate in the Senate. That's a created office by the Democrats and Republicans in 1858. The leader of the Senate is called the Senate pro tempore, fourth in line to the presidency. And you hardly hear any peep of him today because you got these parties that control the Senate. Right now it's the Republicans, but the Democrats have controlled it for long periods of time too. And here's the problem with Senator Acosta's confirmation. As you put it to me, only 6 Republicans voted for it. Yes. That means that you had, 54 Republicans in that time controlled the Senate, so you had 60. Remember, you needed 60. Okay. But what you don't understand is how many were in the committee that did the confirmation? How many Democrats and Republicans? It should be 6-5. It usually is 6-5 there. Okay? So, here's the problem. Did all 5 of those 6 Republicans were not on that committee, I can assure you of that. But the issue here, and you say, oh, they never knew about the Epstein thing. Sorry, I have to blow your bubble here because the confirmation of a secretary is like the AAA in baseball. You're almost to the big show. The big show in politics is the confirmation of justices to the Supreme Court. That's the major leagues. Next comes the confirmation of the cabinet members of the executive branch, whether they're your party is controlling here that controls the White House, or your party is the uh, other party that controls the Senate that wants to vehemently deny the White House. And in Senator Acosta's case, I can assure you there was a quid pro quo that both McConnell and Schumer knew about the Epstein deal. Maybe a lot of the Democrats and a lot of Republicans didn't know. But the two leaders have to, by law. Otherwise, you wouldn't see Senator Schumer going out there and parading himself and doing that kind of a national saying, oh, he's got to resign. Because, see, their point of view is we pass him and he creates a problem up there because sooner or later somebody's going to leak this to the press and we got him. Oh, Trump got him? Trump passed him because it was the Republicans? Yeah. In this case, you can't blame Trump. It's got to be McConnell and Schumer. They had a quid pro quo. So what did it cost the Republicans? And I can assure you it cost them something big time to pass Acosta. There's something that they gave up to the Democrats. And this is what I'm saying, Americans. Your Constitution doesn't even recognize McConnell as any leader in the Constitution. He is a party leader. Do I know the presidency pro tempore of the Senate? No. He's a guy that nobody knows. Now, the House Speaker, on the other hand, who's third in line, he's in the Constitution. But that doesn't mean that he has to be a Democrat, or she, in the case of Pelosi, because it's supposed to be the whole House that votes for him. Same as the Senate. It's supposed to be the whole Senate that votes for the Senate pro tempore. But I'm pretty sure that the whole Senate does vote for him, and he happens to be Democrat or Republican. I don't know. I have to look him up. But nobody here knows the Senate pro tempore, and he's the one that should be in charge of the Senate. And who curates the tie? The Vice President. Remember, he's there sitting as the President of the Senate. So you see, my dear Democratic friend and loyal supporter, I have to disagree with you on this one because there's a quid pro quo here. And I can assure you that this being the AAA of nominations, that both Schumer and McConnell knew about Epstein. You cannot know about it. You can't vote for a guy with a sealed indictment. That is a no-no. And you have to tell your party members. And if you didn't, that's a breach of constitutional etiquette and very much constitutional crisis. So this is what I'm saying. The blame is on the Senate, especially with McConnell and Schumer. Republicans were voting for Acosta knowing that he was going to create a problem. This is your favorite alien and Bubba, signing off. Good day.